There's been a lot of conversations about why single women who are childless are the happiest women on the planet, and I'll give you a few reasons why. I'm single, childless, 39, and I live in Brooklyn. I am not responsible for the emotional labor of a man-child. I don't have to clean up after someone else because they'll get to it later. I'm not showing up for somebody who's barely making an effort and then throwing a tantrum when I ask for the bare minimum. I make my own money, and I get whatever I need and want for myself whenever I want to. I have an amazing apartment. I'm an aunt to 5 amazing children, which is arguably better than actually having them, because I get to give them back. And I refuse to ever believe when women would tell me I was too picky. Even though their husbands have like gambling and porn addictions. So ultimately, if a great guy comes around who's willing to be an equal partner, awesome. I'm totally down for that. Otherwise, I'm good.
Welcome back to Manosphere Daily, where we break down the truth about modern dating. Today's topic: why don't men attend singles events? And how it connects to the growing women's loneliness epidemic and hitting the wall. Women are out here wondering where all the men have gone, but the real question is, why would men show up to events where they're treated like a backup plan instead of a priority? We're going to break it all down. Before we get started, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. Let's get the conversation going.
We're going to singles mixer night, and this
as a pair.
And these are our predictions.
Someone is going to make a pickup line about the Canadian wildfire.
Yeah!
Air quality. Hey girl, is you a Canadian wildfire? Because you take my breath away.
Predicts that about 5 to 10 guys are going to ask for Snapchat and or Instagram.
I predict that someone's going to ask us if we're sisters because they don't have a better pickup line, even though we look nothing alike.
I predict that at least 2 guys are going to pretend that they're Swifties, but then they're going to say that their favorite song is Love Story, so then I'll just know that they're doing it just because they think I'm cute.
How dare they?
Many modern women are rewarded by society for their bad behavior, act like entitled, selfish princesses, are high maintenance but low reward, lack any sense of accountability, and a lot are feminists but not feminine. The worst part is they're all delusional about their true relationship market value. Of course, the real true keepers out there, they're hard to find, rare, and even harder to get. There's a lot of competition for them. It's no wonder men are choosing to stay single. But is staying single the best option for you?
This is the honest truth about going to singles events. My first piece of advice is you can't take it too seriously. Like, you have to go into it thinking, I'm doing this for the plot, because you don't want to put any pressure on it. Go in with no expectations. Like, you can't take it too seriously. Last piece of advice is just be a girl's girl. If you see a girl who showed up by herself and she doesn't have anyone to talk to, call her over, bring her in. I've actually made really cool friends by going to these types of events.
Yeah, that's productive. Pay to go to meet a man at a singles event and then make friends with other women that also paid to meet men at a singles event. Listen, ladies, you have scared men away. We just don't feel comfortable going to these places. We don't feel comfortable at the gym. We don't feel comfortable at work. We don't feel comfortable at the bar, at social events. You know why? Because you say we're all harassing you.
Hard Soft Life Experiment Part 5. I decided that it is my fault that I am single because I have not put myself in the right places enough times. So I am taking matters into my own hands, and I went to a singles mixer tonight. To help me attract my pasta and lobster man, I wore one of my new wigs with no edges.
Fun fact, most single men and women don't go to bars and nightclubs, and if they do, they don't go on a consistent basis. When you think about it, how many bars and nightclubs are there in proportion to the large population of single men and women? Doesn't really fit, right? So here's the thing, you know they're out there, but you're not running into them. You've been taught by society that you can find them through work, friends and family, or just by being yourself, and in your day-to-day life you'll run into someone. But for most people, that's not really achieving satisfying results. So how about online dating? A place where, well, single men and women congregate searching for romantic connections. Sounds up your alley, right? And with online dating, you have access to a population at your fingertips, and it's people that would be outside your zone of just contact. You would never run into most of these people. And for that reason, online dating gives you a great opportunity to connect with single men and women.
Do you want to know your hint to go up to a girl? Eye contact. If they're just looking at you, they want you to come up to them.
I'm
just
taking mental notes.
And this is my hint. I literally kept going like this. And we made eye contact, I swear to you, like maybe 8-9 times. So that was my hint, like come up to me, like I'm obviously think you're cute or something, right? Did not come up to me, and I was
so
like,
basically
all right,
read her
kinda
mind.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was
That's
saying.
a note.
I get back home, I wake up the next day, I get a DM. Hey, saw you at the Steve Madden event. You're really cute. I open it. It was the pink shirt guy. I was like, why didn't you come up to me, like at the actual thing?
Guys are scared nowadays.
Guys are so scared.
Have the real men gone. This lady went on a date with someone she met online. She goes to the bathroom and comes back, and the man is gone. He has just completely left. What happened to men of decency, men
So
of
now
character?
they're asking why men
What
aren't
happened
showing up to
sitting
singles
down
events,
with a woman
acting
and
shocked
having
like
an
this wasn't the
enjoyable dinner,
obvious
having
next
some
step.
nice conversation, and then walking the woman to her car, or at that time driving a woman, back home and going on about your way. Even if the conversation, even if you realize that you did not jail with this woman, you still had a nice date.
Went to a singles mixer, and only women showed up.
What about you, Weird? What about you? Yes.
I'm a film producer.
Film producer. Okay. Okay, but that could be good or bad. It could be independent or Marvel. We have to understand the spectrum. What was the most recent thing you produced?
A documentary that actually was in theaters in South Florida. So.
Oh, no, he said Florida. So, what was the documentary about?
It was about kids from the hood that made it out through sports.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. How tall are you?
5'8".
Okay. No, but if he stands on his heart, he's 6'5".
I'm looking for hot, fit, single guys of New York City who want to come to a workout on Friday night, 6:45 for hot, sexy singles. It's going to be a hot sculpt class. If you want to get off the apps, as you should, because they're so lame, come in person. I'm teaching a class that's half guys, half girls, and I have more guy spots to fill. So if you know of a hot single guy, please send this video to them and spread the word. I hope to see you there, 6:45 in Chelsea. Message me for more info.
Men have been ghosted, ignored, and told they weren't good enough for years, but now that the party's looking empty, suddenly it's a mystery.
Men saying, I've just decided altogether to avoid women. That it's better to be single guys. They're almost like happy about the fact that they're gonna make the choice to avoid the entire gender of women because they have yet to actually resolve the war they have within themselves.
It is not because they're fighting a war within themselves. It is because they found peace with themselves. And she was so close. She was just so close to getting there because at least she's recognizing what men are saying. Because they're tired of the complaining, the double standards, the expectations, and the risk of losing everything that they've built. There is no unresolved internal war going on in these men. He just found peace and contentment on his own instead of using that energy and effort on someone else.
I'm trying so hard to get a singles event for Farm World 2025. I have messaged Lada Park. I have messaged my friend who was like a sponsor to be like, hey, There is a video of 50,000 views that single girls want to meet single dudes. Can we do an event, radio silence? So I am trying. So if you know any farming companies, if you know any, I don't know, lawnmower people, can tag them because we want a singles event.
Women used to brag
Hey
about
everyone,
how they
today
had
we're going to be
unlimited
discussing
options,
singles
but now
events.
they're
We've
sitting
gathered
at
and
these
offered the
events
opportunity
waiting
to
for
meet
men
potential
who are
romantic
too
partners
busy
in a
enjoying
structured
life to
setting.
show up.
So let's get started to see if there's a valuable avenue here to find love. Single events can be an exciting way to expand your social circle and potentially meet someone special. One major advantage of single events is increased social opportunities that they provide. You're going to interact with a larger pool of potential partners, which can broaden your horizons and increase your chances to find a compatible match. Single events often attract individuals who are actively seeking a romantic connection. This can create a common ground for conversation and connection. Unlike the unpredictability of online dating or chance encounters, single events offer a structured environment for meeting individuals. This can be helpful, especially for those who are struggling with initiating conversations or feeling confident in traditional dating scenarios. In the age of digital communication, singles events provide the opportunity for face-to-face interactions. This can be a very refreshing change from the world of online dating, where initial interactions rely heavily on written communication.
So I went to a singles event, and when I got there, it was literally 90% women. And I was like, I'm gonna go now.
I'll give you $100 if you tell me you haven't experienced this. Seeing a cute girl at the bar, wanting to approach her, and literally feeling frozen in place. We get paralyzed at the cost of taking action. In this example,
Maybe,
the cost
just maybe,
is
men
potential
are done
rejection.
signing up
But
for
what
a
we
game
don't
where
think
they've been
about
losing
is
by
the
default.
cost of not taking
It's not
action.
that men stopped
Being in the
dating,
same place
it's that they
in 6
stopped
months
playing
from
their
now,
role in a rigged
year from
system.
now,
When you
5
spend years
So
telling
go
men they need
ahead
to
and
prove
approach the
themselves
girl,
just to get
because the
basic
cost
respect,
of not
don't be
taking
surprised
action
when they
is
decide they've got
significantly
better
higher
things
in
to
the long
do.
run.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.